Hello, I'm Rachel Wiest, and I'm here with Stacy Anfinson. Hello, Stacy.
Hello, Rachel.
And we're going to talk about the April analytics. It's still good news. So first we're going to talk about what's going on in the marketplace, our usual indicators, and then we're going to take a look at some other indicators. So right off the top, how do the usual indicators look?
Yeah, the market's still another strong performance in April. This month we kind of compared it with April versus March to show that we're climbing in terms of a month-to-month basis. So monthly closings in April versus March were up 16%. That's a really strong number.
Wow.
Showings in April, typically March is the peak of the year in terms of showings, but April beat March. We're up by 2%. And pending sales in April versus March were up 12%. So all those really strong, showing that April, what happened in the market in April built upon what happened in March.
Excellent. So we continue to climb the mountain.
Yes, climbing the mountain.
How about other factors? I think you took a look at some other analytics this month.
Yeah, we wanted to see what was going on in terms of average prices. Were they going up? Because everybody's saying, where are my price increases? And they're feeling it in the market, and the numbers don't necessarily show it yet. The average price per square foot for April closings was $108 a square foot. And the pendings in closings, those that had a current status of pendings and closings, was $115 per square foot.
Oh my.
So the most recent meeting of the minds is the pending and the contingent data. And if you look at that data on a price per square foot basis, potentially it indicates a 7% increase in house prices. So that's one of the things we want to look at. Is that what house prices are actually going to go up? We don't know yet, but it is one of the things that we want to look at and say, this is the potential that house prices are actually increasing.
Wow, that's excellent. Okay, how about the percent of closings with regard to the original asking price?
Well, this is an amazing statistic. I've heard from numerous agents about how hot the market is, how the presence of multiple offers and houses selling at or above list price. So I looked at closings in January of this year, and I looked at closings in April of this year, because this has been discussed since January, February, March, April, throughout the 4 months, that the market's getting hotter each month. So I wanted a way to quantify that. So in January of this year, 58% of houses that closed sold for at or above final list price. In April of this year, the percentage shot all the way up to 70%, which is phenomenal. So I think when people look at the market overall and you see that significant a percentage of sellers getting their list price, that's certainly indicative of house prices going up.
Or even, in a lot of cases, over because of that competitive market situation.
Sure.
What do you see when you look at individual price brackets within our market?
Well, as the graph up on the screen will show you, there's been a tremendous improvement in both of these. The number of oversupplied brackets has decreased. The number of undersupplied brackets has decreased, going back from April 2012 to April 2013. And just in 1 year to see that improvement and the decrease in the oversupply and the increase in the undersupply, that's another reason. There's a theme to this video this month, and all of these are tied together in terms of house price increases are coming. They may not show up with what's reported in terms of an average sales price or a median sales price, but when we get to the summer, I would anticipate that the metrics that we report on are going to show some healthy percentage increases in prices.
Excellent. Excellent for sellers, certainly. I don't know how buyers will be impacted. Okay, I think the last thing we want to talk about are active listings on the market where sellers have had to drop their price. Is that
well, you compare with the 70% who got at or above list price, and it doesn't really jive with people that have to drop their list price to sell. As of April, the market, the sellers made up, the price dropping sellers made up 35% of current inventory. If you go back to the way it was, or was back in 2006 or 2007, you probably had 3/4 of the market. Active sellers that had a price drop. So that is a significant decrease. Is it going to zero? No. The historical norm on price dropping sellers is about 30%. So our 35% is really close to that. And that's, I think you're always going to have a percentage of sellers in the market who have to price it at a certain way because financial issues or whatever. And I think we're getting close to that. So it's another healthy sign in the market.
Excellent. But we're clearly moving back to the seller's market, which is what we're used to in this marketplace, certainly.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for joining us, and please join us again next month when we will be looking at May. And please go to www.trianglemls.com to look at all the analytical reports. Thank you very much.